Want to see what most of the celebrities wear when they're not on the set? How about finding out about the $100,000 sneaker collection? Or maybe you want to know which types of these guys own the most expensive pairs of shoes in the world. Hi, my name is Lil Peso, and here are the top 10 celebrity actor sneakerheads. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10, Kevin Hart. I'll start this list off with one of the most memorable comedians of all time, Kevin Hart. While Ice Cube thinks he's just annoying, and The Rock considers him a child, I think he's a comedic genius. And all of these stand-ups sure allowed him to have one of the best lifestyles in the entire world. My first pair of sneakers that I could honestly say, I'm cool now, were Gilanio Fujiwaras, and they had sneakers on them, said Hart in an interview. That means his collection counts somewhere around 500 to 600 rare shoes that are every hype beast's dream. So what kind of shoes are actually in his closet? First of all, I should start by saying that he's got every Air Jordan out there. Don't believe me? What if I told you this guy has dedicated a giant closet in his house specifically for his Jordans? Yeah. However, the most excited he's ever been for a sneaker is when he smashed that like button, if you haven't done so already. But no, it was actually when he wore the Air Yeezy 2 Red Octobers. This was because they glow in the dark. Number 9, Will Smith. When you have an entire show called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know you're going to be on this list. Especially when the show ran for about a decade. You know I'm talking about Will Smith here. There's none other. He had some of the coolest sneakers on that show. Plus, he was always wearing the flyest clothes, which is just an added on bonus. He was the OG of the 90s and the early 2000s. And he's still on the top of his shoe game to this day. Why do I say that? Because Will is partnered with Nike and Jordan and finally had his very own shoe created. That's right, the Air Jordan 5s, Fresh Prince, are just insane. You have West Philadelphia written on the tongue. You have the purple top, and then inside is the iconic yellow pink with the Fresh Prince logo. And I told you he doesn't like any strings. So that's why this one comes without any. Just a quick heads up, the special edition Jordan 5 Retro Fresh Prince, F&F, go for about $5,000. Why? Because the guy only made 23 pairs worldwide. Number 8, Mark Wahlberg. Whatever you do, just don't go Googling Mark Wahlberg and his rap career. That's a whole lot of shaming Marky Mark just ain't ready for. But I can't say the same thing when it comes to his movie career. This guy has been behind some of the most successful movies of our time. Some of the better ones include The Fighter, Ted, The Departed, Lone Survivor, and a lot more. This is one of the reasons that Mark was able to pursue his passion for sneakers. The guy has $100,000 worth of sneakers in his closet. When he invited a team of reporters from Complex to do an interview with him, we got to see all of the 137 pairs in his house. The reporters could only track down 90 of them, and together with the 47 others, they gave the entire collection an estimated net worth of $100,000. Some of his most prized possessions include the OVO Air Jordan 12 White, the Duckman Air Jordan 4, and the Eminem Carhartt Air Jordan 4. Number 7, Chris Rock. Man, comedians are all over the sneaker game. This time, the spotlight is going to the unforgettable Chris Rock. He started his career off as a writer and a cast member of Saturday Night Live. From SNL, he moved to stand-up, movies, TV shows, and even hosting the Academy Awards back in 2005. And then again in 2015. But from day one, he has stayed loyal to the sneaker game. Currently, he's dabbling a little in the field of music. And that's why he was even featured in Kanye's album back in 2017. Since he's close friends with this immensely popular musician, sneaker designer, he's all about the Yeezy game. He says that he always wears Yeezys. According to Chris, they're the best sneakers. Back in the day, we knew him as a comedian that rocked Jordans, although he wasn't a fan of the Bulls. Number 6, Idris Elba. If you like the MCU, then there's no way you haven't heard of Idris Elba. He has played Heimdall in all of the Thor movies, as well as the Avenger movies. Thor is why he's won a Golden Globe, and has been nominated for 5 Emmy Awards. Aside from movies and TV shows, he's also a rapper, singer, and songwriter, plus a DJ, and he was dubbed the sexiest man alive in 2018 by People magazine. As for his sneaker game, it's pretty much on point. He's got so many sneakers he can barely count them all, and an entire room of his is dedicated to his footwear, and about an entire container of that room is filled with sneakers and trainers. But the coolest sneakers he ever owned is his pair of Yeezys. He has said that he loves Kanye's sneakers brand, so Kanye agreed to wire him with a new fix. Number 5. Jaden Smith. Like father, like son. Am I right? He's the son of Will Smith, the actual prince of freshness. And this can only mean one thing. His son's fresh too. He already took on his father's mantle by becoming an actor and a musician, but he's also a huge sneakerhead, just like his daddy was when he was starring in his own TV show. Back when he was a teenager, he had struck a special partnership with New Balance, and he has created a New Balance shoe with the soles of a Louis Vuitton sneaker. They were white and they were amazing. Jaden says he wore them until he couldn't anymore. Plus, the fact that he actually has the yellow vision racers with the huge, thick sole, also designed by NB, is a huge sign how big of a sneakerhead Jaden is. Number 4. Noah Schnapp. Sneakerheads sure start young nowadays, don't they? Now, one of the stars of the hit Netflix show called Stranger Things, Noah Schnapp, has recently went shoe shopping with Complex. There, he talked about being into sneakers and always looking for that fresh new drop. Although he admires all of the newer models that have come out, he still says that he prefers the ones that are hard to get, or the ones no one has. That's why he bought the off-white Jordan 1 Retro High in the episode for $2,750. Add some tax, and you're looking at $3 grand. Fun fact, he says that he would be renting a pair of Adidas Yeezys 350 version 2, blue 10s, for a date with a girl. He really wants to impress her. Number 3. Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things. Moving down the list of Stranger Things child stars, we have Caleb McLaughlin. On the show he plays Lucas, but in real life, he's more of a sneakerhead than he is a monster killer. His love for sneakers first developed when he was around 5 years old. He saw a pair of black and white Air Jordans, and he asked his dad to buy them for him. And ever since that fateful day, Caleb has been hooked on the sneaker high. He currently boasts around 75 pairs in his collection. Oh, and there's a special collaboration that Stranger Things did with Nike, so he has every pair of shoe as well. Number 2. Jason Sudeki. Jason Sudeki is a famous comedian and actor that started his career as an SNL writer. Then he went on with stand-up, and finally, he landed some big parts in movies. Some of them include Horrible Bosses, We're the Millers, Colossal, and many others. But as we know from prior examples, comedians and sneakerheads go hand in hand. He was fascinated by the legendary Michael Jordan, so we wanted to basically have all of his shoes. He currently boasts an entire closet of rare sneakers, which is about 200 pairs in total. He said it was like a decent-sized elevator filled with shoes. Number 1. Nick Cannon. The reason I included Nick Cannon on this list isn't because of the crazy sneaker collection, although he has one that's just to die for. No. The reason I actually included him on the list was because he owns the most expensive pair of man's shoes ever worn, designed by Tom Ford and worn on one of the America's Got Talent finales. Nick sparkled like a diamond on that big night. Well, actually, that's what the shoes were made out of, so how could he not? As for the sneaker collection, he has everything from a custom Nike Wild 'N Out sneaker, a Gucci Air Max, almost all of the Air Jordans in existence, and of course, he is currently working on getting Jordan to agree and do a collaboration with him. He plans to have another Wild 'N Out inspired sneaker. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, who's your favorite celebrity sneakerhead? You can tell us in the comment section down below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.